Are your condoms comfortable? I'm Heather Elizabeth of Authentic Sexual You, and that's what we're talking about this week. Even though condoms are so easy to get your hands on and really easy to use, there are a lot of people who still don't like them because they aren't comfortable or they don't feel very good. So what I'm here to tell you about this week is condom options and how you can make condom use a little more comfortable for you, because really they're like, look at these. They come in a whole bunch of different sizes, they come in a whole bunch of different styles. They're small, they're practical, they're one use. They're a really good safer sex option and birth control option. And if the only thing that's holding you back is comfort and fit, there's probably stuff you don't know about condoms. Let's get the basics out of the way first. In this video, I'm specifically talking about external condoms or condoms that go on penises. There are also female condoms, internal condoms, or condoms for uses on vulvas, but that's a whole different topic. So we've got enough to cover in this one. So there are 4 different basic types of condom material. You've got your latex, you've got your polyurethane, you've got your polyisoprene, and you've got lambskin. Lambskin is a natural material, which makes some people like it a lot because of the feel and the fact that it is natural. The problem with lambskin is that it doesn't stand up great for STI protection. And if that's the main reason you're using condoms, then you will want to avoid lambskin. If you're in a actually monogamous relationship where you're, only sleeping with your partner, and you're using condoms primarily for birth control, then lambskin's an option. But, for most condom use, it's not a great option. So I'm just going to leave it there. When it comes to latex, these are the most widely known. You've got your Trojans, you've got your Lifestyles, you've got your Ones. Did I forget anyone? Durex. Durex is another latex condom brand. There are also lesser known brands like Crown, Kimono, and Akamoto or Beyond 7. The Beyond 7 and the Kimono are Japanese brands, and in Japan, condom use is much more prevalent, so they've developed a lot of different styles that we don't necessarily have in North America. So if you are a fan of latex condoms but you haven't been liking the options out there, just know that with some Googling or a trip to your local sex store, you can find more options than you can find at the drugstore. Polyisoprene, when we talk about that, we are talking about Lifestyle Skin. We're talking about Durex Real Feel, which used to be called Avanti Bear, but that was kind of confusing because there was an Avanti Bear latex and an Avanti Bear non-latex, so they've just switched up the name. It's now called Durex Real Feel. For polyurethane, you've got your Trojan Bear Skin, which used to be or is also sometimes called Trojan Supra. Quick note on using condoms with lube. It's an absolutely fantastic idea to use condoms with lube, particularly putting a little bit of lubricant on the inside of your condom to start with, because that's going to give you a better sensation as the person wearing the condom, because it'll allow the condom to move on your penis with more ease, and it'll feel better. It will feel less constricting and transmit the sensation and the friction better during sex. But if you are using a latex or polyisoprene condom, you do not want to use an oil-based lubricant. So I've got a couple of my favorite lubes over here. This one does not show up well on camera, but it's called Slippery Stuff, and it's a really viscous water-based lube. Viscous means it's really thick. This one is Spunk. It is a silicone water-based hybrid. I personally don't like the feel of silicone lube, but this hybrid gives all the benefits of the silicone lube, and its long-lastingness, and it's staying nice and lubey without some of the messy cleanup of silicone that I don't like. This is Trust Massage Oil. It's technically not a lube. It's an oil, which means it should not and cannot be used with latex condoms and polyisoprene condoms. And the reason is it'll very easily degrade. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This is a non-lubricated condom. They're fantastic options for people who want to choose their own lube, or for people who are interested in using condoms for oral sex because they don't have that lubey taste that gets in your mouth. I'm going to use the Trust Massage Oil for this. Remember, this is what not to do, okay? So even though this is not the right lube for this condom, I'm still going to prepare it like I normally would for sex. So I'm going to start off by putting a little bit of lube in the condom for added sensation. Then I'm going to roll it on. And this is going to be fun because I'm rolling it over a hand, which means it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get on because, you know, I'm working with a wide demo bottom here. So you can already see how easy it is for my fingers to move around on the inside of the condom, thanks to the oil lube that I've got in there. But let's add a little bit more to the outside, like we were actually going to be having sex. Oh, I definitely just spilled lube on myself. So here's what happens when you're having sex. You get the friction. And the condom just ripped apart in my hand. Completely. It is completely shattered. This is what happens when you use oil-based, and why they tell you that when it comes to latex and when it comes to polyisopropylene, you want to use silicone and water-based only, because that kind of thing, having mid-intercourse, is definitely not ideal for a good night. So the final complaint that people often have about condoms is that they don't fit well. And I mentioned that a little bit when I was showing you the effect of oil on latex. It's entirely possible that the drugstore brand or the off-shelf brand that you're getting isn't a good fit for you. One of the amazing things, though, that we have now is more condom size options available to us. There's a website called Paripa.com. They have a downloadable measuring kit. So it measures the length and the girth of your penis shaft. And then they have 55 sizes on offer so that you can pick one that's a good fit for you. They is a UK-based retailer, and they offer 95 sizes. 95 different options to choose from when it comes to condom fit. So if you don't know what you're looking for, I really encourage you to try some out. You can buy sampler packs online, or you can just head down to your local sex shop, and they usually sell them in one-offs. So if you want to try a brand without the price commitment of a whole box, you can pick up a crown, you can pick up a kimono, you can order sample packs from Layfit or Condom Depot or condomsizes.org. These are all websites that have different sampler pack options that you can buy. So I hope this gives you a lot of good information about condoms. If you've got any of your own condom tips, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and feel free to share this with anyone you think might benefit. Talk to you next week.